Oh, goodness, what a lady you are.
All I've ever wanted to be.
I'm pretty when I cry.
I was curious. I only received the first 2 episodes, so I really wanted to see what happened next, and they'd given me somewhat of an overline, but I just wanted to know more. Where my character's gonna go? Is she actually fallen in love, and why has she fallen in love? I had so many questions about our friendship.
Yes, yeah.
And there were so many different characters that explore all the different themes. I was just curious about what was gonna happen next. I was invested.
Yeah, I was extremely invested, and I was like, this is nuts. These girls are just, because the first 2 episodes, the girls are just getting wasted.
They're just on
They're
one.
wasted, and like Conchitta's like having sex in a boat, and I was just like, I wanted to see where this was going.
Yeah.
And then we went to England.
And then we went to England.
When I first read the script, I just immediately, I could really feel the sense of a contemporary period drama. It didn't feel like a period drama. And all the characters were immediately so relatable. So, yeah, I'd say that's what, and the locations they were writing in was just stunning. So that's what I think drew me to it.
Yeah, I would echo that as well. It was a piece of writing that just your eyes just kept reading. I'm really dyslexic. I struggle to read things in one sitting. So I think I read the whole like at 1 and 2 in one sitting, which for me is quite. I think is testament to how engaging the writing and the storytelling is. So yeah.
Will soon demonstrate her commitment, loyalty, and willingness to serve. The new Duchess of Tintagel, by my side, just as the last has been.
Ooh, my audition story. Well, it was actually quite normal. I received an audition tape. I did the tape, and then I did a callback, a chemistry read with the casting director, actually.
The chemistry with the casting director.
Yeah, it's not called it's called a final callback. Yeah, with the casting
director session.
Director session.
Yes.
Thank you, Alisha.
So many different words.
Yeah. And then that was kind of it. They asked me if I wanted to do it, and I was like, yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I got the audition. I Zoomed with Katherine, the writer and the showrunner and the producers. But I was so jet lagged because I'd flown to Italy, and then I did it I don't know, I was just so I hadn't slept, and then I did it, and I closed the laptop. I was like, that was the worst audition I've ever done in my life. And I told Kristine, because I knew she already got the part, and we had known each other before, and I was like, sorry, like you're going to Scotland on your own. Like I didn't get that, and then I got it.
It's actually quite Conchitta, though.
Yeah, it's very Conchitta.
It fits the character.
Yes.
So I thought, you nailed the character.
I went into the room. I met Katherine, the writer, Susanna, the director of the first block, and the casting director, and we just read the scenes, and they were just everyone was super lovely and really friendly, and they'd sent 2 or 3 episodes.
Yep.
Had a good chat, had a good laugh, and got into the scenes, and it was quite a warm atmosphere, I remember. What about you?
It was very nice, very nice atmosphere. I do very much distinctly remember reading the first scene, and like then there just being a kind of beat, and then everyone was like, okay, so shall we do the next one? And I remember thinking like, oh, that's not gone my way. That has not gone my way at all. So it's quite funny how like you do often think that things have gone very badly when in fact they were fine.
Ooh. So
We both had the same
kind of experience
sort of thing,
where we taped for different roles, and then I had a Zoom on Valentine's Day that I did in my hotel room in New York, actually, which is where we are. And I was randomly quite nervous before, which doesn't usually happen to me, but I think that was my subconscious telling me that I kind of really wanted it. And I got on Zoom and I read with Susanna, who directed our first 2 episodes, and I just remember her telling me, she was like, it's so yummy. Your performance is so yummy. And I was like, thank you. Like, am I getting hired? And yeah, I found out the next day that I got it, and it was a lovely Zoom. It was the best Valentine's Day gift I've ever got.
That's so lovely. Where was I? I was, similar to you, I auditioned for a different character. I auditioned for Marable initially, and then I got the recall through, and I did a Zoom with it was Katherine, the casting director, and Susanna, and I think that Beth, our producer, was also on that call too. yeah, did that, and it was so fun, and it felt like one of those Zoom calls where you could just talk for hours and hours and hours and forget about why you're actually on the Zoom call to begin with. It was really lovely, very relaxed. And then I don't actually remember where I was when I found out that I got the job. I was probably at my parents' house. I think I was probably at my parents' house, or maybe on a dog walk. I can't remember exactly, but I was extremely excited.
I actually, I think I did three rounds, and it was actually quite like a big gap in between each one. And as an actor, I think when you're doing auditions, you sort of try and just let them go. And then, so this one kept coming back, and it was quite a nice surprise. And then my final round, I was actually doing a play at the time, so I couldn't get released to do the audition. So actually, Katherine, Susanna, the director, and the producers and casting brought the audition to me at the theatre. So
such a diva.
They hired out a room in the theatre where I was performing, and I did the audition there. And then I remember finding out, do it like halfway in the interval of a dress run off the play, getting the call. Literally being the most overwhelmed I've ever been, and having to go back out on stage.
I bet the second act was incredible.
Yeah, it was either the best performance I've ever done or the worst. So we don't know. But yeah, that was my audition story.
Mine, I actually originally taped for another character. I taped for Miles, played by the amazing Showbet. So I taped for Miles, which was a great, amazing, fun tape, and then got called in to audition for Theo in the room. I met Katherine and Susanna, our first couple of episodes director, and the amazing team. For me, it was often when you do auditions, you need to do, quite a bit of prep and backstory and where am I at and who is this person. For Theo, for some reason, it just kind of all happened and slipped, and I could connect a lot of Guy Remmers in with him, and the parts that are very different to Guy Remmers, I kind of was fascinated by, and I want to play this, and it all just happened. It all happened very easy. It felt natural, is what I would say. And I think I did 3 rounds as well. And my last round, I did a chemistry read with Kristine Froseth, who plays Nan, who's incredible. And we got on really well, and I guess did a good audition.
You must have.
And
the rest is history.
The rest is history. That's my story.
I actually originally auditioned for Lizzie.
Did you?
I sure did.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then I was in LA, and then I did a tape with everyone on it. I actually had like a broken collarbone. I didn't want to show them because I didn't want them to think that I was broken.
I remember your broken collarbone.
Yeah. So I was like trying to hide it like under a shirt, being like, maybe it helped because it kept me like kind of upright.
Yeah.
That was my audition process. What about you?
I originally auditioned for Nan, and then a few weeks later I had a callback for Lizzie, which went really well, and then
Boom.
Here I am.
The rest is history.
The rest is history.
Your Grace.
Delighted you could make it. And did you arrive with... Finally, the fun's here. I see you guys looking after you.
Oh, we're looking after each other.
I pay attention to things that most people ignore.
They're like cattle.
Rather harsh. I think they're all lovely.
Yes, they are lovely, but they're also human beings who are funny and smart.
Girls I generally meet don't think or talk so freely. Or so passionately.
Imagine not realizing you're in the presence of a duke.
Are you...
What? I am light as a feather and as stiff as a bull.
Give me one good reason why you couldn't be a duchess.
I can't possibly...
What actually is a duchess?
This is Guy Thwarte, my oldest friend. You've met Nan.
Yes.
She moves in such an unexpected way. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Girls are taught that if a story isn't a love story, it's a tragedy. Well, we have us. And what if this is our love story?
Goodness, what a lady you are.
All I've ever wanted to be.
I'm pretty when I cry.